Bangladesh has started to witness yet another round of disenchantment and resentment against the ruling Sheikh Hasina's regime. Yesterday, tens of thousands of opposition activists defied the scorching sun to march in capital Dhaka and other cities calling for Hasina's resignation. At least one opposition activist has died and hundreds of others have been injured in clashes across Bangladesh as tens of thousands demanded Prime Minister Hasina's removal ahead of elections expected in January. The opposition and rights groups have criticized the Hasina government for cracking down on anti-government protests. In Dhaka, activists and supporters from different parts of the city joined the march that stretched for nearly 13 kilometers, bringing traffic at different points to a standstill for hours on a busy weekday. The opposition Bangladesh Nationalist Party, led by former Prime Minister Khalida Zia, and dozens of smaller allies have called for protests throughout the country to demand Hasina step down and the polls take place under a neutral caretaker government. The opposition parties have alleged that Sheikh Hasina's government has been fast-tracking pending police cases against some of the opposition leaders to prevent them from running in next year's elections that will take place in January. Several members of the opposition camp have been facing charges of arson, violent attacks on police, various subversive activities and other serious crimes since 2013. The members of the opposition claim that the police officers have been allegedly instructed to maintain good rapport with public prosecutors and judges to ensure quicker trials and the disposition of such criminal cases. Last December too, the country had erupted in violent protest. A lot of factors had combined together back then to aggravate the situation. Dhaka had witnessed huge protests after a massive hike of 51% in essential fuels was declared in August 2022 that had made its citizens livid. That massive hike was the biggest hike in prices of fuel since Bangladesh became a free and sovereign country. Although there were already concerns about the nation falling prey to the debt trap of China, the impending economic crisis had made concerns even more worrisome. Bangladesh had in fact become the third country in South Asia last year after Pakistan and Sri Lanka to seek financial support from IMF. Inflation rates had skyrocketed and it had increased the cost of living and had decreased the actual income of people. The often occurring power and energy crisis still continue and it has also exacerbated the current situation. Yet again, people from all walks of life have joined the demonstrations to protest against rising food prices and to express their dismay at how the government has been handling crippling inflation. These renewed protests seem to be a very serious threat for Sheikh Hasina's authority.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.